A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HJN Season 3. So now, what we're going to do for 2029 is executions. That's right. Various things in history that relate to executions. The one punishment that's typically covered by law as a means to take out a certain criminal and prevent them from committing anything more than what's already been done. It's hard to imagine that there's actually a good section of the world that still employs the likes of capital punishment. America being one of those countries. And on top of all that, you never would have expected how many executions have been taking place. Even to this very day, it seems that no law is ever going to be laid down saying that abolition of capital law will be necessary. But even with all the fighting that we've been able to do as a means to preserve justice in the truthful and most honest perspective of everyone's eyes, death is not the way to do it. Every city, town, village, district, precinct, and other such known rural or urban landscape of any sorts, mountains, jungles, plains, taiga, or northeast, northwest, southwest, southeast, central, anywhere in America, even every other nation that's outside of America, like Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Guam, Trinidad and Tobago, and Midway. You would never know until you actually see it for yourself. Of course, you're familiar with the many classic ones that were there, like hanging, the electric chair, and decapitation. Like the guillotine. Oh boy. Thankfully, that thing has been discontinued since the 70s. Oh, but then of course in more recent years, it seems like that with all these new innovations that have been put in as a means to at least attempt to make things more humane for the victims at hand, the victims of course being criminals, because again, when was capital punishment ever necessary? It's only the easy way out for them, which they do not deserve. And it's a fact, by the way. No criminal ever does just go through death, only because we tell them to. Because the way we see it, it's definitely murder, somehow legalized. But with more recent things out there, including a giant robot arm, oh boy, giant wall, fire, lethal injection, and disembowelment. I mean, I could be here all day explaining the many things in history. Like I could even talk a bit about Caligula, or probably even scaphism. That one's the worst. Most incredible. But one thing that I have especially come to terms with, considering how much of these things I've been through in my life, is known as Ling Chi, a Chinese cutting execution. 1,000 cuts. Yeah. And my body's taken on a lot of them. A lot of them. I probably wouldn't even be alive normally. Somehow I am though. So, not a great thing to put together in HJN, but still helpful to get it out of the way. It's like going through something really nasty. It'll be all over soon. So anyways, now that that's out, stick around for more HJN content coming soon.